Hey, we got it. Hot chocolate. Hey guys, it's Joshua Reviews. Happy Christmas Eve, or whenever you guys are watching this. Probably never, because my videos don't get any views. Well, we're done reviewing those horror movies that no one watches. So I thought I'd review a movie that people do know. The Polar Express. Now this movie, I do like this movie. I really, really, really love this movie. Let me just say that. As a kid, I always read the book. My parents always read it to me. I loved the book as a kid. And then I found out there was a movie off the book. And I'm like, hot diggity damn, I gotta see it. And I got this at Walmart. It comes with a little postcard that I won't ever use. But you know what? Doesn't matter. It's the Polar fucking Express. So, how's the movie? Well, I already said I liked it, but what do I like about it? Well, I'll explain that. First of all, I'm going to say something very controversial. I prefer burritos over tacos. I'm kidding. No, the controversial thing I'm going to say is that a lot of people either hate this style of animation or they usually like it. And that's usually the motion capture with the humans, and that's usually where, you know, they have all the dots on them and they record their body. I mean, that's pretty much how most animated movies and motion capture go. But with this one, they make it like they tried it so hard to make it everyone look realistic, and that's what they did in the next movie that I'm going to review, A Christmas Carol. That's what they did in this film. And how does it hold up? Well, now we could probably do a little bit better, but back then, you know, people liked it, but people also didn't like it. Some of the movements legitimately are creepy, and some people find most of the movements creepy, the people that don't like this type of animation. But personally, I think that helps this movie. I really, really love this movie. Here's the thing. In 2016, I saw this movie in the theaters on IMAX, and oh my God, this was an experience. This movie looked amazing in IMAX. It's so beautiful when they're in the North Pole and when the train's going around. It's such a beautiful scenery. And I'm sorry, I like the music in this movie. I heard some people say that the music in this movie is very annoying. I like the music. Sure, one or two songs may seem a little out of place, like the Hot Chocolate song. Well, I do like that song. It seems like it just kind of comes out of nowhere and it's thrown in there just because, hey, we need a musical number because we're a musical now, even though there was no sign of us being a musical. Seriously, that's the one thing I don't like about this film. This film has a weird tone to it. Like, it doesn't know whether or not it wants to be a musical or not, because one scene, you have two kids on the back of a train singing When Christmas Comes to Town, and in the other minute, you have a literal roller coaster ride. I'm dead serious. There's a scene where they go on, they're on the train, and the conductor and the two kids, they're on the front of the train. They can't slow down, and they're going down like basically a fucking roller coaster. And that's literally what it is. It is a roller coaster. Was any of this in the book? No. Was it awesome? Yes. Was it stupid and not realistic? Yeah, but neither is Santa. Oh, spoiler alert. However, that's another thing I did like about this film. I liked its message. Yeah, one hand where they say seeing is believing, and then on the other hand, you say some of the most real things are the things you can't see. That's a very interesting message, especially for me who, you know, I've said it plenty of times, I'm a Christian, so I like faith-based movies. This one isn't really like, you know, religious, but it talks about believing, and I really like that. My favorite song in this movie is Believe. I love that song. It is such a beautiful song by Josh Groban. I think that's his name, Josh Groban. He is amazing, and by God, you better believe. I saw a cat out the window. Sorry about that. You better believe I bought it on album. This fucking music's amazing. And overall, I think that the acting is really good, and I think that Tom Hanks did a great job playing as the conductor. He is by far my favorite character. I love his energy. I love overall Tom Hanks, despite some things that he said in the past. But overall, I love the guy, and I really liked him in this film. I liked everyone in this film. This film is heartwarming. It has its dumb moments, sure, but it's very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming. Every time I watch it with my family, we literally just get cozy by the fire. We literally watch this film every like Christmas, and it's amazing. Not the day of Christmas, but we watch it every December, and it's amazing. It's such a beautiful, amazingly animated movie, and it talks a lot about faith and believing, and it also has a lot of stuff for the kids. It's got great musical numbers, despite the fact that they're a little oddly placed. And overall, I think that most kids will enjoy this film as a kids film. Adults will like it too because it's got a few, I think there's like 1 or 2 adult jokes in here that adults will like, but you don't need adult jokes to make a good, kids movie for adults to watch as well. And I think overall that's what the message is. Like, the message is for the kids, but it's also for the adults. This movie feels mature, despite the fact that there are some scenes where it literally relies on a dumb joke. I don't really know what I'm saying because I'm trying to think of a place I'm going. But overall, if you've seen the movie, you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, then I just look like a retard. That's this channel in a nutshell. Good acting from Tom Hanks, from the kid actors. I think it's beautifully animated. People can go ahead and hate it. That's fine. But I like it. Especially in IMAX and 3D. Oh my god, amazing. Musical numbers, well, out of place sometimes. Amazing, amazing songs. I will forever sing When Christmas Comes to Town. I will forever sing that song, as well as Believe and Hot Chocolate and the Polar Express song. Yeah, I'm always gonna sing those songs, despite the fact that they're oddly placed. But that's the thing. I think that's my only complaint with the movie, is that some of the songs are out of place. Overall, I think the film had a good tone, and I think that it did a good job I did a good job at its structure and storytelling. Overall, I really, really like this film. It's by all means the greatest. No, there's a few other problems with it. I think that's mainly there's one side plot that doesn't go anywhere. There's a few things that are kind of forgotten, but I'm talking my biggest complaint is definitely the weird tone in the music and whether or not it wants to be a musical. Other than that, though, I think this is one of the best Christmas films I've ever seen. A- for sure. Knocks it out of the park. A- for sure. By God. Well, Merry Christmas Eve. Stay tuned for my Christmas Carol review.